Hello everyone, Caitlin here to dive a little deeper in the dimensions of wellness. This week we are looking at this opportunity of growth, clearing our space opportunity. Before we get into this, I would like to take some time for us to do a breathwork activity. It takes a few seconds that you can do every day. I'd like you to take 4 deep breaths in through your nose, hold for 4, and out through your mouth, and then hold for 4. 4, 4, 4. It's box breathing. And whenever thoughts come up for you, whenever you're meditating or breathing, allow yourself to take that thought and breathe it out and even replace it with a new one. So from clutter to clarity, wellness opportunity here, a home activity to do. When my life is chaotic and I feel overwhelmed, that reflects a lot on my space. So in a self-care aspect, I look at my space and see that it's cluttered. And the clutterness makes me feel more chaotic. So when my space is cluttered, disorganized, it makes me feel overwhelmed and anxious. How about you? For the past year, I have been downsizing, donating, selling things that take up space that isn't really that sacred or serves me. Sometimes we can just accumulate more and more things, and it's just there. So this strategy of self-care and awareness brings to you, whenever you're feeling overwhelmed at all, look at your space and ask yourself, what does my space look like? What does my environment look like? Is this reflecting what's going on in my life? And let's get down to the root of things. Make the space clear. Give yourself time to breathe and organize. And you're making time for yourself. Now, this not only relates to materialistic clutter, but this could relate to mental and emotional as well. So giving yourself time to be still. So imagine if your room is looking, or your space or your house, or wherever, your car is looking like this. Imagine the clutter that's happening here. So cleaning out the mind and emotional beings can give and make you feel clarity whenever you take the time to do so, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes every day, even a few seconds, just from what we did in the beginning of this video, taking baby steps to make the change and to create this happiness, balance, clarity that we are seeking, especially when we are coping with trauma. So clearing this mental clarity, you can easily just close your eyes. And sometimes we have a hard time visualizing things. But maybe visualize different things that have been going on in your mind, or clutter, even words. And when you're doing the breath in for and holding it for, when you hold it for, imagine everything balling up. Everything's balling up in a ball. When you breathe out, it's like a broom sweeping out the mental clutter, sweeping it out. And you're saying, I let go of the clutter, I let go of what's not serving me, I let go of the stress from the day, and just feeling your body be sinking into your couch or your bed or the ground or wherever you're sitting. Your body's going deeper and deeper, becoming deeper and deeper relaxed. often sometimes I feel called to hum, and that can bring just the vibration. And like we've talked about movement in the last video on the dimensions of wellness and energy work, that as vibration that we can use to move the energy through our body. So whenever I'm feeling stressed, angry, sad, I'm like, ah, and just making these noises. And I swear, if you try it, I know it feels weird at first, especially if you're somewhere not alone. It feels weird, but I promise you, it feels so good and liberating when you do it. So we're cleaning our clutter, organizing our space, and even donating, releasing and letting go. And using this process of letting go of our material things guides us to make that on our physical level, on our mental plane of letting go and releasing, using our breath and moving forward. Thank you so much for joining today. I'll see you next week.